Thank you for taking time to be with me today. Perhaps you'd like to share how was your experience with Ming Property?
Absolutely. Thank you, Ming, for giving me the opportunity to talk about my journey with you guys in helping me to upgrade my condo from a D20 district to a D10 district in the last recent weeks. It has been a fantastic, worry-free experience, and I just want to thank you guys for that as well.
Our pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity given.
Yes. So what would you like to know?
Okay, I think we helped you sold your property in District 20, right? How long was that?
It was done relatively very quickly, Ming. Like, I don't know if you recall, but we engaged you guys back in April, and within 2 to 3 weeks from listing it, we got an offer in from a potential buyer. Right? It was really quick, and I just want to say that it was all done in a very efficient and worry-free experience, right? I don't know if you know, but I work for a global fintech company. My working hours are very long, and because I support a lot of the Western countries, I have a lot of late night calls. But thanks to Ming and Francis, you guys made the whole experience very easy in the sense that you organized the viewings in a very structured, organized manner, and it was very easy because it wasn't very disruptive to my and my wife's work as well as daily lifestyles. And it was really great, right? And I don't know if everyone's aware, but we have this thing called COVID that's going on that also put down a lot of restrictions towards the number of people that could come in and view the place. But again, like I said, you guys did a fantastic job just organizing and planning out the whole process for us, which was so easy and again worry-free for us.
But what was the thing that before you actually engaged the agent, what was actually behind of your mind? You were like going through that. What kind of sort of problems? Were you thinking that, oh, okay, how soon am I going to get this place sold? Yeah.
Well, I think when I really wasn't sure if I was ready to sell. Honestly speaking, I was on the fence. Really because with COVID, there could be a lot of difficulty in selling, right? So I didn't want to rush into it. I'm relatively very happy living here, but I think, the way you position that this is the right time, the property market is booming, you gave me a lot of great advice around what we should be doing and could be doing in order to upgrade to a new area. I thought that was very helpful. And like I said, even with COVID and all the restrictions with circuit breakers and all the phase 2, phase 3 restrictions, you still made it very easy in terms of the experience of managing it through. And I was actually really surprised that you managed to find such a great potential buyer so quickly within 2 to 3 weeks from the time of listing. So that was a fantastic job.
We went through the process of selling your place, and it was pretty fast. We managed to get this property sold within 3 weeks, and I could still remember during then, when you signed the option to purchase, you were asking me that, hey, how soon you could actually get your property, and were you anxious about how soon you're going to get your property, and were you able to sleep then?
I have to say, I think I did have some sleepless nights at first, but this is where the experience for me was fantastic, right? You made sure and you assured me of the steps that we have to go throughout the whole purchasing process. And I really have to say that, when it came to then looking for new properties, you really listened to our needs, and I'm talking about my wife and myself. Understanding what our financial budget requirements were, our lifestyle requirements, and then you narrowed down for us those key locations that you thought would be really suitable for us. So we didn't have to go around looking at the entire Singapore development, but really helping us narrow it down. And I thought that was really helpful and quick, right? Because you understood what we wanted and what we needed to get to. Once we actually agreed on moving forward, I also do think that you did a really great job just managing and keeping us updated throughout the process. And the one key factor that I thought was at least for me, the best was the fact that you always negotiated towards a win-win situation. And not just in terms of the buying, but even the selling piece, right? So if you think about, when we sold our place over here in D20, you negotiated with the tenant, with the purchaser, to actually look into how we could extend our stay so that we have a little bit more time, so I didn't have too much worry about, when and how soon I have to, buy a new property, right? So I thought that was really great. It reduced a lot of the stress involved. And even when it came to buying, you made sure that you got us the price that we were looking for in the time frame that we wanted, right? So I thought that was also a great win-win situation and outcome for us. And that was a defining quality, and I think that really sets you apart from all the different property agents that I have spoken to and at least have interacted with, right? So I think, that's something that you should be very proud of.
So happy to know that you and your wife has actually had a seamless experience with Ming Property, and moving forward, would you recommend Ming Property to your friends, family members who are actually looking to sell or buy their properties?
Absolutely, Ming. I cannot be more thankful and really fortunate that we met 6 years ago when we first engaged in getting us to actually purchase our first condo here, right? You have been professional, reliable, and have always gone beyond and above and beyond in delivering against all expectations. So absolutely, I would definitely recommend my friends and families on engaging Ming Properties in the future. In fact, now going forward, anything to do with any of our property or realtor needs, Ming is going to be the top of my mind.
Thank you very much, Alfred. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for taking time to be in this interview with Ming Property.
No, absolutely my pleasure. Thank you, Ming.